Hello everyone, and welcome back to Usagi Plays Amnesia. Hang on a second while I just get rid of the title card there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it does a weird little thing. So... Oh gosh! Ah. Alright, so we're in the, whoopsies, we've been in the dark too long, I guess. Alright, there you go, Daniel, there's your candles. Gosh, you're such a pansy. I mean, I guess you have good reason, but... Alright, so we're in the laboratory right now. Just sorta grabbing notes and things. Technically, I could have just skipped over this and gone straight to the places their stuff. Chemistry pods. But I figured, hey, why not do some poking around? You? Hey, Tinder, yes. Go away, chair. Hey, more Tinder, yes. Gimme. Gimme, gimme. Yes, please. So yeah, second episode of Usagi Plays Amnesia. And we hit a memory block jar. One day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I am able to think of you and long for a life together, I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint, where I only crave fair judgment and a safe return. Bull crap. Actually, nah, he's probably honest. Anyway, early alchemy experiment. This is my third attempt to produce artificial vitae. The former compounds lack the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamine and orpiment are a given, and the cuprite binds them well. This time, I will attempt aqua regia instead of aqua fortis, and hope it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acidic and proves impractical to put to any use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. Well, that's a bummer. Or is it? Who knows? Time to leave this place. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, I guess this place doesn't come crumbling down until after you've made the thing. No, that's not good. Traveling to Dover meant going through Canterbury. He made sure to pay a visit to avoid the sense of guilt connected with neglect of family. Do you have family in Canterbury, buddy? Oh well. I think someone just called the phone. Ah, crud. Hang on. Hang on, guys. I think someone just called the phone. Very sorry about that, guys. You know, it was either that or let the phone continue ringing, or more accurately, continue letting someone mutter on the answering machine. It was kind of important. It was about someone getting a ride, so... Back to this now. Anyone's wondering why we're going to continue on this search to make an acid, allow me to show you. Yeah. Way down here on the path to the refinery is that. Hello, Shadow. I see that you've made your home here. I'm not going to touch that because it's probably going to hurt. In fact, some sort of organic tissue blocks the path to the refinery. Can it be dissolved? Maybe. Still not touching it. So we know that there's stuff in the refinery that we can use. But let's check out the archives. What could we need in the archives? Something, I'm sure. Blink. What a nice door. The other children cheered him on, his name voiced in a steadily rising pace, urging him to do it. Am I really doing this? The young boy thought, and struck his victim with a rock. Now the thing about these loading screens that I find kind of irritating as I stare at this picture of the rose, they show up out of order. So you might not really, get there. They do tell a story, but because they're shown out of order and because they're only on loading screens, it could be ages before you get each piece together. And by that point, it's like, do I even remember properly what's going on? Anyways, let's stand under this lantern. If you can't tell, I'm trying to not use too many of my tinderboxes, or really any of my tinderboxes right now, because now I'm going to be using them like candy in a little bit, so... Whee! Hey, a note!
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk.
Oops.
How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me.
Compass!
When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Ah, nothing like old-time archaeology where everything was plundering tombs and stealing shit to put in museums. Ah! I'm hearing that name Tin Hanan and I'm like, that doesn't sound very... maybe Algeria. Whatever. Let's keep moving. Can we open that door? Yeah! Yoop. The other issue about, ramping up the brightness in here is that I can't entirely tell what's actually dark. So, like, I'm sitting here and I'm going, oh, this isn't so bad, and meanwhile, poor Daniel's going, it's like, oh, it's actually kind of dark for you, Daniel. Oops. Hey, tinderbox. Anything in here? Yeah. I swear I hear humming in here. Or maybe Daniel's just slowly cracking. No! Oh yeah, that's probably for the best. Oops! No, what happened is I ran out of oil. Yeah, he grinds his teeth when he starts to, really get through. He's got a slight headache right now, so we're not too bad. And we'll hold off on fuel for the lantern just now. Or maybe we won't. There we go. Full lantern, yeah. What's in there? Did I hear muttering? Well, whatever. Let's search stuff. No. I wanna pull the bottom drawer first. Shirts. Nothing. Nothing. Yeah! You know, honestly, they keep so many shirts here. Daniel can't stop muttering into himself. It's all he's got left. All he's got left is himself now. Something like that. And there's Jesus on a scooter, or, I mean, shepherd.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger.
So something happened.
Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me.
Gee, I wonder why.
I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps.
Dick.
The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside.
Oops.
I was trapped.
Oops. Well, see, he didn't actually. The diary scattering wasn't his fault. What happened is, the grunts searched his room. They searched his room and kind of tore up his diary and started trailing it all over the house. And that's why you find the pages everywhere, even in the depths of the place. It's because they Whoa. Okay. It's because they tracked the pages everywhere. So basically what happened is Alexander let loose his dogs and, they mucked everything up. Whoop. Come on. Alright, come on, Daniel. You still got it. You still got it. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Oh, come on, Daniel. It's only a couple seconds. Oh, door's locked. Alright, there we go. Much better, much better. Yeah. What the heck is that? Oh! The ceiling caved in there. Okay. Wow. No, I think that's just really weird stuff being scattered everywhere. The thing is, though, the reason why he made himself forget is, more relate... What? What? Oh my gosh! Stop being a baby, me! There's nothing there! And you know it. Because you've played this game 3 times. Ah! Can I pick that up? Sweet. Yeah! Anyway. So, as I was saying, what happened is... What happened is basically that, he did all these horrible things, and just wanted to forget it. Because, ah, what have I done? I'm a horrible person. Rah, rah, rah. It's like, deal with your traumas, man. You can't just lock it up like that. Forgetting what you did isn't gonna encourage you to kill a dude. It's just not. Gosh, lots of damage here. And cobwebs. I'd say, how long has it been? But honestly, cobwebs show up, like, really fast. Like our back porch, you find webs in the morning, no matter how many you break, so... Hey, it's a map! I can't use this. More maps. Even more maps. Useless. Whee! Okay. Whoa!
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries.
Wow.
When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
Why'd you leave it that long,
Just
dude?
buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the walls. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here,
We're not even
and there.
downstairs yet.
Let's get the servants working on it.
Servants. Grunts! Gosh. I love that. The place hasn't been tended to in centuries. Alexander, you lazy fuck. Hey! Score! Yeah. Something happened. I don't know what happened, so I'm gonna sit in here. Give Daniel some light. Some light. I didn't even think they used to be servants, man. Whoop! New one. Maybe. Whoa, that's a heck of a...
17th May, 1839.
Well,
After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity,
blacked out.
I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer.
hey!
My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward
Come on,
the
man. Oh,
enchanting
he can't
light.
sprint like
It was
this.
waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light.
Hey there!
I reached out, closing
Or-
in my hands. The faint glow escaped
Oh, yeah, no,
my
those were
fingers,
soldiers.
began to spark
They weren't servants, they
brightly
were
and
soldiers.
spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Oh, come on, Daniel. Come on, there's light here. But yeah, no, those weren't his servants, they were soldiers. They were the soldiers he used to gather people. Unfortunately. Okay, nothing, nothing. Daniel's already starting to lose it again. Whoop. Time to get back into the light. La. Okay, you feeling better, Daniel? You feeling a little better? Slight headache. Okay, that's good enough. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this easy. Whoa, okay. Can we touch the piano? No, we can only sort of close it. Oh well. Alright, so we got a cave in here. We gotta figure out a way back. somewhere. Let's find a rock. Yes, will do. Okay. Yeah! Come on. In we go. In we go. Right by the... Whoa.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
Maybe.
You can never be too careful, then.
Dude, you sacrificed the safety of your castle for secret passageways. You're one to talk, Alexander. Gosh. Anyway, so that's the shelf we're probably gonna move, seeing how it's glowing. Or at least it is on my screen. Oil. Nope, 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 nope. You know, the handy thing about everything being so bright... Oh, hey. Yeah! Note, please. Local folklore. Oh my goodness. Yes. Anyways. Gotta get my reading voice on. Altstadt and Brennenburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore is Altstadt. I didn't pronounce that right, whatever. Deep within the East Prussian woods. For centuries, there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brennenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes is as picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local, and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. Hey there! All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. You know, despite the fact that most of the people probably only speak German, and are probably really not too keen on this at all. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, and as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. Oh, they are called gatherers as they... Okay. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? Ha ha, indeed. A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Altstadt at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight, that's about 2 weeks by the way, as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day, he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Altstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? More like what happened to the real one, and who is this other dude? The Immortal Baron. Ooh. I wonder who this guy could possibly be. The Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle nearby Altstadt. I'm sorry, guys. And like most of those of noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals that little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remained popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring have never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and same who came from the west over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle along with the great leaders of this country. Dog's getting all excited because she knows people are home. Someone let the dog out, please. Anyway, so we're looking for a book switch now. And, funny enough, the right ones will actually reveal themselves because of the darkness. Which is a pretty handy thing. So there's one there, there's two on the other side, so let's do this. Yeah! Into the light! Woo! Yes! Hello. Huh. Let's start searching from drawers. Nothing. Nothing. Note! Regarding closing of the wine cellar. Ah, we wouldn't have been able to get in there anyway. Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest, and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave, or they will starve. Whatever comes first. They can rot, for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine. It would in a sense solve both of my problems. You mean the chemicals you stored in the wine cellar? Oh, Alexander! Anything in there? Nope. Which means we just gotta grab this key. Yoop! Whoa, jeez! Ah! 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 I don't even think anything is supposed to come around here right now. Like, literally, this is too early in the game for stuff to show up. And yet, oh dear. Whoops. Close. No! Stop that. Gosh. Gosh. Wine cellar or storage? Eh? Well, the door's over there. So that's good. We're also at about 9 o'clock, which means it's time to pause again. So I'll see you in a couple seconds, and yeah, stick around, because we will indeed be going to the wine cellar next.